Emperor. Thank you so much for coming here today. Welcome to my show. I'd really like to discuss the Opium War with you.
Okay, ask anything you'd like.
Why do you feel the British started to sell opium to you and your citizens?
I feel the British were jealous because we had a favorable balance of trade and we were exporting much more than we were importing. The British wanted to sell us many things.
So you think they were jealous that they were buying more from you than they sold to you?
Indeed.
Well, where did Britain get all this opium to sell to China?
Well, I know that the British controlled all the trade in India, and that is where the opium is grown.
So how did this affect your country?
At first, they were just trading the opium in exchange for our tea. And now the people have become addicted to the opium. The British wanted silver for payment.
Wow, I heard that 12 million people became addicted. This must have greatly affected your economy.
Yes, as the silver began to flow out of our country, I had to outlaw the opium sales, execute the drug dealers, and tell the British to stop.
Sounds like a lot of work. Did they listen to you?
No, they didn't. I even pointed out that they don't sell opium there to their own people and citizens. So why would it be okay to sell to ours?
They are probably just really jealous. How did the change in price affect the change in demand for opium in China?
The demand increased as the price decreased, which led more people to buy and get addicted to opium.
Well, Emperor, that sounds very interesting. But before we get on to more topics, I think we should take a commercial break. See you soon!
Have you taught your kids to respect your elders?
No.
Well, you should by using the 5 key relationships. 1.
Ruler and subject.
2.
Husband and wife.
3.
Elder and younger sibling.
4.
Friend and friend.
5.
Parent and child. Thanks, Linz. I'll definitely use the 5 key relationships.
Don't thank me, Izzy. Thank Confucius.
Now we're back, and my next question is, so when did the British refuse to listen to your demands and stop selling opium? What did you do?
Well, at that point, we had no choice. We had to confront the British.
How did that go?
Well, I sent out our warships to confront them, but our ships were old, outdated, and no match for the modern British Navy.
So what happened, Emperor?
We had our butts kicked.
So how did the war end?
Well, we lost and we had to pay for all the opium that was destroyed in the war. This is called an indemnity payment.
That's crazy. Why would you agree to that?
We had no choice, and it even gets worse.
What do you mean you had no choice?
We realized we were no match for Great Britain and the other Western powers.
What other things happened?
Well, the treaty was signed. It was called the Treaty of Nanjing. Besides the indemnity, we had to open 5 ports for trade and granted British citizens extraterritoriality.
Extraterritoriality? What's that?
Extraterritoriality is the right of British citizens living in China to live under their own laws and be tried in their own courts.
That sounds totally unfair.
Yes, it is. In fact, it's so unfair that they call them the unequal treaties because all the benefits went to Great Britain.
How did the end of the war signal a change in the status quo?
My people judged me in a harsh way as though I let them down. At the same time, we were experiencing other problems.
What were the other problems?
The opium trade continued and my population was growing rapidly. It swelled to 430 million people.
A growing population doesn't sound that bad.
The problem was our food production couldn't keep up with the increase in population, so hunger was widespread.
That sounds bad. I could see why the Chinese are going to begin to rebel against you.
Well, the Taping and Boxer rebellions took place. It was a very scary time for us. I struggled to hold on my own power.
I'd love to hear about it. Maybe in our follow-up interview?
It was nice meeting with you, Izzy.
You too. See you next time, Emperor. Well, that's it, folks. See you next time on the Izzy Mark Show.